diagnosed with a neurological disease, and things have progressively got worse. My balance, coordination, even little simple things, tying shoelaces, writing notes, skipping, jogging, things that I could progressively no longer do. That was quite hard for me to deal with, as I've put so much effort into my career. I didn't really want to go down taking any steroids or anything like that. However, I'd always made it clear that if it got any worse, I'd have no choice. I've been consulting with a dear friend of mine, August, who then phoned me up out of the blue. This was about a month ago, explaining that there was something on the market which could possibly help. Come and give it a try. I gave it a try, and within 7 days, little simple things started to happen. Even writing something, as a personal trainer by profession, I work out my next day's schedules the day before. So I write it all down. Nobody's going to see it. So the fact that I don't have control over a pen like I used to have didn't really matter. I was only seeing it myself. After 7 days, the writing started to get a little bit more controlled. Things like tying children's shoelaces took me a long time because I haven't got that control or that ability. Those little things started happening. Then after 2 weeks now, something totally unexpected started to happen. I started to feel like training again. I haven't been able to do that because I haven't had the coordination. And rather than embarrass myself, knowing what level I used to be at, I'd rather not do it at all. So I started training again, once a day, once every other day. It's been 3 weeks that I've been on it now, and now I'm training like I used to as an elite athlete, twice a day. The body's recovering, the endurance, the performance, everything's going through the roof. And I'm absolutely grateful for Albus and Asia.
Thank you, John. Okay, so you're responsible. How does it make you feel?
Absolutely fantastic.
Tell us your story.
Oh
wait, let me, so Abbas also another world kickboxing champion. So congratulations. So I said, okay, we've got a world champion, Thai boxing champion, kickboxing champion. So who can take who? That's the question. Tell us your story.
I was introduced to Asia a little over a month ago by two very, very close friends who were both.
Excuse me 1 second, boss. If you guys, the light is shining, if you were to decide a little bit much
Oh, there we go. I thought it was heaven.
Yeah. Like I said, I was introduced to Asia by two very, very close friends and colleagues, Stelios and Matthew Brownell, and they said to me, "That's something very, very exciting for me to have a look at, and would I be prepared to try it?" And being involved in the area of nutrition and running a very busy practice, I said, "Give me the information and I'll have a look at it." That was about 2-3 months ago. And despite the fact that they would constantly remind me, "Have you had a look at it? Have you had a look at it?" I would say, "Well, it's another snake oil. You know, I really haven't got the time, but when I get a bit of time, I will have a look at it." And then Stelios rang me and he said to me, "Abbas, you need to have a look at this product. I'm going to drop off a couple of bottles." And then, because you and I go back a long time, I've got great respect in your objective analysis. So I said, "Okay, Stelios, bring 2 bottles down and let's have a look." Stelios arrived at my clinic and he looked like a Greek god. I thought, "Oh my God, what have you been doing?" He goes, "That's all I've been doing." And I know his training regime and I know he eats very, very well. And to see this huge shift in his appearance, his physicality, and he is something amazing. So I said, let's give it a go. So I started to take the Asia. After the first 3 days, I noticed that I was getting a little bit tired. I understood I was going through a detox process, so I carried on through it. After the 4th and the 5th day, there's an amazing shift in my energy. Now, I train regularly. I don't run or treadmill anymore because I've got a left knee which is damaged where I sustained a serious cruciate knee injury competing many, many years ago. So I swim a lot. And normally I average roughly about between 26 to 30 lengths of the pool in about 40 minutes, which is not too bad for me. And after doing 10 lengths, I'll have a 30-second rest, and off you go again. Going into the second week of the ASEA, I did, in 40 minutes, I did 45 lengths. And that was phenomenal for me. And I thought, it's got to be a placebo. No one can increase their performance in such a short space of time. So I continued with it, and I jumped on the scale in the bathroom one day, and I normally weigh roughly about 12 stone, 11 pounds. So 2 weeks into this year, I'd lost 4 pounds. And I mentioned that to my wife, and she says, again, that's really, really remarkable, the fact that you can lose so much weight, but I don't believe it. You must be cutting down on your food, you're training harder, etc., etc. So, like Johnny, I always make analytical notes regarding my performance. 3 weeks into the ASEA, I broke my own personal swimming record. When I used to train in kickboxing, I used to swim as a cross trainer, so the swimming used to give me the endurance for the ring. And I held a record for me personally, which is roughly about 60 lengths in 35 minutes. Now that was when I was 27 years old. I'm 50 now. So 3 weeks ago, I did 60 lengths in 35 minutes. Now that was amazing, but I just want to tell you a quick little story that really put the icing on the cake for me. Over the last 2.5 years, I've been suffering from receding gums and very, very sensitive teeth, which you do at nearly 50 years of age. So I can't eat ice cream, I can't have very, very cold drinks, etc., etc. So my little boy, Tobias, he'd left a plastic cup with some water in it. Presumably, I thought it was just tepid water. So before I brushed my teeth, I put this water into my mouth, and it was freezing cold, and I gasped. And I went, it didn't hurt. So I turned the tap on, ran the water a little bit longer, got the water to be really cold, filled the beaker up again, and I tried it again. And my God, it just did no pain at all. So I ran down, stark bolt naked, at 7:30 in the morning, and my 12-year-old boy and my 9-year-old boy were having breakfast with my wife, and I just shouted, a miracle. And my 12-year-old boy looked at his mum and he said, Dad's lost it, Mum. Really, really lost it. I said, no, listen, guys, you've got to listen. I said, Lisa, get me some ice cubes out of the fridge now. And she was like, you hurt yourself. I said, no, just get me some ice cubes. I want to show you something. So she went into the fridge, pulled some ice cubes, and I got an ice cube, put it in my mouth, and I just chomped at it. And I said, see? And obviously, my two boys didn't understand what was going on there. But Lisa said, you crazy, you're going to hurt yourself. I said, get me another one. Get me another ice cube.
I would have chosen ice cream.
So she gets another ice cube, I put that into my mouth, and exactly the same thing happened again. And I was absolutely amazed. That was at 7:30 in the morning, and 10:30 I telephoned my colleague, Dr. Rick Wood, who's a dental surgeon, and I wanted to tell him exactly what happened. And Rick said to me, he goes, well, there's two of the hardest substances in your body. One is bone, and the other one is enamel. And bone can cellular regenerate to the day you die. Depending on the rate of regeneration, the rate of degeneration is age dependent. And he goes, and then you've got your enamel, which in your adolescent period, it doesn't start to form anymore. But then you've got the dentine. Now, what you're saying is that at the cellular level, the dentine is now almost resurfacing enamel at the tooth. He goes, can you do me a favour whilst you're on the phone to me, get something sharp, because he knows me very well with regards to teeth. He said, get something sharp and just touch the areas where you feel very, very sensitive, which I did, and there was absolutely no pain. So he said, blow me, it's evident that you may be actually forming enamel. And 12:30 that afternoon, I took 2 bottles of ASEA. Amazing stuff.
Wow.
Amazing.